Morning and welcome back. We're starting our hike to Lower Chute Canyon. This time I got Tucker with me, seeing as this should be a little bit easier of a hike, but we're gonna find out. If it gets too tight to the point where he can't walk with me, or squeeze through the gap if it gets that close, then we'll just turn around. Figured we'd go on a nice little day trip and see how far we can make it, or if we can make it all the way, then we'll have a nice beautiful hike. This is a kind of a through canyon where you can go from here to the Goblin Valley side of things. I'm gonna do it as a out and back because obviously I only have one car. If you have multiple cars, you can park one on this side of the canyon and one on the other side of the canyon and just do a through hike, and it would be about 5.5 miles. But for me, it's probably gonna end up being somewhere around 10 miles, 9 to 10 miles, depending on where I turn around, depending on what the canyon looks like. So we're gonna have a good day hike and just enjoy some beautiful nature. It's like 45-50 degrees out here and the sun's out. It is gorgeous, barely any clouds in the sky. And there was one other vehicle at my trailhead, so we'll see if we see any people today. Dog for scale. Not for sale, for scale. Oh, this is sweet. It's about to get a little bit narrower. So for reference, pretty much this whole hike has been like walking through a wash with the cliffs on both sides, but the cliffs have been incredible, very tall, so it's been worth it. Now we're getting into a little bit narrower spot. Not super narrow, not like some of the other slot canyons I've done, but still narrow enough. Where's my Tucker for scale? There's Tucker for scale. This is about 8 to 10 feet wide, 60 feet up. I just love the patterns in the rock from the wind and water blowing it away. This is sweet. Well, I think this is gonna be the turnaround point for Tucker and I. It just opened up into a larger wash, and it's not going to be narrow anytime soon for slot canyon-esque stuff. I think there's about 1.5 miles left until we get to the trailhead for Goblin Valley side of things, but I'm obviously not going to waste my energy and walk all the way there if it's not going to be slot canyon-y. So we're going to turn around, hike back, and it'll be a good time. We're about 2 miles in, so assuming my mapping was correct. Plus, walking through this whole wash is probably going to be a lot hotter since we're in direct sunlight, and the ground's going to be warm, and Tucker's pads are going to get warm, and I'm going to get warm. It's only 50 degrees out here, but the sun beating down on you with no clouds, it feels like it's 70 degrees, which is fine. It's not 90 degrees. I wouldn't want to do this one in the summer. I just looked at Gaia. It said that we would have another 2-ish miles to the Goblin Valley State Park trailhead. So we've walked about 3.25 miles. Anyway, we're on our hike back. Just like that, we're back to the car. It is 12:15, so maybe 2.5 hours, 2.25 hours for this hike. Not bad. That hike ended up being about 6.5 miles, according to what my Gaia GPS data says. Very dog friendly, horse friendly even, if you wanted to. Beautiful little canyon. Don't know if I'd ever do it again because it's kind of blah. Like, that's a super easy trail. It's just a casual walk in the woods, walk in the rocks, walk in the desert. All in all, worth a good trip. So it's only 12:20 right now. I'm gonna have a good rest of my afternoon. Next time I come down here, I'll probably do Crack Canyon. That one's gonna be a little bit longer. It might be a little bit narrower, but we'll find out next time I come. Anyway, thanks for watching.